Hello, I'm not at home today. Mr. J and I have come out to Cardiff, which is the capital of Wales, and we're visiting Ginger and Rob. And Ginger has a YouTube channel called Keto in the UK, and I've brought her lots of eggs and some vegetables from the vegetable garden, and we are going to be making some food today. It's amazing to watch someone who is a full-time YouTuber. So much professional technical stuff, it's really exciting. So I am going to take my camera in, I'm going to sit around looking a little foolish, and then hopefully we'll have a lot of laughs as well.
Hi, I'm Ginger, and today we have Liz.
Hello.
Liz has an amazing channel about homesteading, which I'm linking up here and down in the description, which is one of the very first channels that actually got me so passionate about watching you every day. The fact that you do an everyday vlog, and it was totally unexpected, because you would think, oh, I watch either cooking channels or other things. No, I got passionate about how do you run an homestead and how do I get my own, basically, eventually, which is something that I'm really looking forward to now. One of the things that, again, we're here doing today is actually a recipe that Liz inspired me to do, because she made it in one of her videos. Again, I'll link it up here. And it was one of the daily vlogs, and then at some point we got to a crustless quiche, which, because it doesn't have crust, got my attention, but because it meant no gluten, no wheat, no flour, yay. And it was lined with bacon, which is a stroke of genius to me. I don't know why it never occurred to me. It's basically a deconstructed quiche Lorraine in a way, because it has the bacon outside, but it has the cheese inside. That's amazing. I vaguely remember from my childhood, my grandparents used to, well, we were growing stuff in a garden, sort of an allotment attached to where we were living, which was a farmhouse, basically. And it was at the end of their life as farmers, basically. So I think they still had the habit of just having stuff grown themselves, but not quite in huge amounts as they used before. And not leeks, which makes me wonder if it's popular in Italy, and that's why I'm not quite familiar with that.
I think they're a cold weather thing, so it may well be that it's just too hot in Italy.
That might be the thing then. Because I remember we had the blonde onions, the golden onions, we had tomatoes, we had green beans, we had a couple of trees. One was peaches, one was apricot. In the back we had pears. My grandmother really had a green thumb for things. Is it green thumb or green finger here?
It's a green fingers here.
Okay, they had green thumbs, but okay. Which are the beautiful fresh eggs from the 6 long leaf, which are all variable colors, which is amazing. I didn't know that it was a thing. I genuinely always believed that here in Europe in general we have sort of the brownish one, and in America for some weird reason they have the white ones, and I thought that was it, and I don't know why. Some are, this is extremely white, this is sort of a cream. This is a duck egg colour, like a sort of bluish.
Okay, so yeah, so this is a greeny blue. This is actually, in a different light you'll see it's actually quite blue.
Oh.
And they're from different breeds of chickens. So different breeds of chickens lay different colour eggs. So we have pretty much all rare breed chickens, except for the green layer, who is the daughter of probably that one and that one sort of thing. So you know, so it's got a blue gene in it somewhere because it's got a greeny colour, but it's probably got a brown gene in it because it's not.
So the eggshell actually is a genetic thing, yes, colour-wise.
So as the egg's going through a chicken's body, one of the last thing it does is put on the colour on the shell, and so different breeds of chickens lay different colour eggs.
I'm amazed. As my grandmother used to say, it's a pity to die because every day you learn something new. Oh my god.
So they all taste exactly the same. So despite some people say we like brown eggs because they taste better, or white eggs,
this looks amazing. It looks roasted, which makes it even tastier to my feelings. So probably that's why they will go, okay, let's open them. I'm so curious to see how orange the orange is. Natural assumption. Oh, this blue one is so pretty! They have a color and a consistency that I don't have in both eggs, I'll admit to that.
Can you smell how oniony?
I was gonna say, I'm about to cry. Right, let's go for the cream. I don't think yours original had cream. I always put cream with my eggs because they make them fluffy. So we're gonna go for, I'd say, at least 50 grams of extra thick cream.
Wow. That's going to make it really rich as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Ooh, sweetie, can you turn on the oven, please?
The usual.
And you know what? Can you actually get me the piggy spatula so that I can clean this properly?
Thank you very much.
Thank
Do you know, and what's really good is when you've got somebody else to help you to go off and get the props and things you need, rather than you having to stop the camera and then try and remember exactly where you were sitting. This is great.
He's not always that happy to be in all fairness. Also because most of the time we actually film in the kitchen, and anything that I'm asking to get, it's him actually having to leave the camera, or worse, it's actually me asking, oh, let's move the tripod and change the shot forever so that it will never go back to what it's supposed to be, because I forgot it into the cupboard that is actually currently covered.
Oh, this looks fabulous.
Yeah, this looks really, really promising. Good, Aggie, good. Oh, you must have such happy chickens. Right. I'll put this into the oven and then we can chit chat until it's done. How long would you say it goes cooked? I would think 20-30 minutes.
Look at this.
It's so beautiful. It's so it makes so much more sense from what I tried the first time around, because the chives, the leek in this case, and the amount of cheese is what really made the difference and gave it sort of a proper doughy batter thing. And your rose and it's stewed rose. It's beautiful. I think we need a taste test just in case it's beautiful, but you know. Oh,
it looks fantastic, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. Again, you were doing amazing keto stuff without knowing it, Liz. That's the thing. Oh, look at how it browned deliciously on the side. There you go.
Wow, look at it.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. And all the cheese. And rightfully the cheese crust on the side, because that's the hottest bit, okay. So in the end the spatula was good.
Wow.
Right, taste test of like, again, you basically made it keto yourself the first time around, but
oh, that's good.
the leek changed my world. Like, the leek is opening up an entire new world to me, because it gives that proper onion taste and feeling. Without, I always have to be so careful about onions.
This is a really good texture, isn't it?
Yeah, it's, oh god.
Mr. J has just arrived. He's been out while we've been chatting and cooking, and so he's just walked in to the smell of this. Does it smell lovely, darling?
Yeah, it smells very good.
But, yeah.
Liz, you're an honorary ketoer for this. Just know that. You're honorarily welcome to the Keto World of Recipes anytime you fancy and anytime you want, because coming up with this, which is better than anything that I ever called a quiche before. The lining of bacon is well done.
Thank you.
Very well done.
It's been amazing today. What an incredible experience to come somewhere with people who know what they're doing with a camera, and there's this great array of equipment in front of me, which you can just see. You can see the corner of here, but there's a camera here and a camera here and lighting there and sound, and it's amazing, absolutely awesome. So it's been an interesting insight. It's been great to see someone else making a dish that I did as a bit of an experiment and a trial, and it's worked. It's actually worked really well, and you should be able to see this on Ginger's YouTube channel, which I will link above, in the next
week. It's going up very quickly.
In the next week or so. So please go and check that out, but don't just check that video out because you will have seen this recipe before. Go and have a look at some of the other the videos. There's some real goodies there, and the baking is just amazing, and you know what, and it doesn't matter if she drops her cake as she's taking it out of the oven, she'll still ice it, and she'll still tell you what it feels like, and that's me. It's just real life.
Ooh, which is actually what reminds me, and since we're at this, I will do it on camera, should be next to the computer.
Oh.
Ha! This is the tiny thing that I got for you, which I feel is nothing compared to all the eggs and stuff that you got me, but I do have a very favorite veggie, which is relatively rare because it's been made in the last 3 or 4 years. It's non-GMO, it's been crossed for the last 15 years. It's sort of like they did purple sprout broccoli, and it's calettes, which is basically a cross between kale and sprouts. And I discovered it last year. I got in touch with the people that actually worked since '95 to make it, and I managed to got some seeds, and so I got you seeds for that. So I think they actually are getting around the time that they need to be sown. So hopefully next year you will have calettes to try yourselves, because and properly and properly healthy grown. You're very, very welcome. And in all luck, actually, we'll do an update video on these when we're actually will be eating Lisa's calettes there at that point.
Wait, do you know, it says harvest October, November,
Yeah.
so you can come and visit me.
There you go.
I harvest it out of the garden.
The idea of seeing a calette plant is something really fascinating to me. I think they are literally my favorite vegetables, because they're very walnutty in taste.
Oh, nice.
It's a really peculiar taste. It doesn't quite taste of sprout, doesn't quite taste of kale, even if it's a cross of the two. Apparently they had a lot of other weird things that came out when they tried to crossbreed the seeds, and they never told me about the other ones, but this apparently is the best one that they commercialized.
Fantastic.
And so yeah, I thought I have no idea what to do with this, but definitely you will. So we'll hopefully see the update on the calettes there. And again, Liz, thank you so much for making the journey all the way here and to indulge me with this. It's been an absolutely beautiful day.
Thank you. That's it for me today. I will be back on Homestead tomorrow. And so, wherever you are in the world and whatever you've got planned for today, I hope it's a good one. And I also hope you can join me again tomorrow.